Hey y'all, it's your girl. Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hola, soy chica. Bienvenida de nuevo a mi canal. No olvides darle me gusta, comentar, y escribir. Ain't that up? Told y'all I would practice my Spanish. And although I'm speaking in another language, it's about to get real southern and real spiritual up in here. Hold your horses. Shake the dust. Shake the dust. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Ain't no sense in beating that dead horse. Ain't gonna ride you nowhere. Hey, preacher, turn around, because you're preaching to the choir. You got your back against the audience. See, the problem with today's modern woman is she don't bring nothing to the table but experience and another man's children. And she wants somebody to take care of them while she don't do nothing. Here go the women. The problem, these men want something for nothing. These men want everybody to just cater to their needs. Here go the men. Oh, men, mental health is important. You women just worry about your own happiness. Unconditional love. Y'all, we are beating that conversation is no longer in existence. That conversation, that dead horse, not going to get up and ride us anywhere. Which brings me to the last Southern saying. Preacher, you're preaching to the choir. The reason they said you were preaching to the choir is because the choir was more than likely there when you were practicing what you were going to say to your audience. So now you got your back to your audience, which is our youth, our children. Y'all, we have so much to say to one another that we haven't said anything to our children. Then we sit back as adults, continue going at each other's throats and each other's necks, and we still don't have anything to say to our children who are begging for our attention. So I'm going to give you something to say. Y'all, I'm 42 years old. Thank you. But I'm tired of hearing young women who are 20-something years old cry about the fact that people keep on confusing them for much older, 35, 45-year-old women. They are crying. And we as older women are sitting back just watching them cry. And we're not telling them what was the key to us looking so youthful. I'll tell you. We didn't grow up with social media. We didn't. Social media didn't come into our lives until we were 20-something years old. Meaning we spent 20-something years of our lives playing outside with our shoes off, drinking out the water hose, not with our faces attached to a screen. You all come out with your faces attached to a screen. All that stress, that negativity. You're not going outside getting, vitamin D from the sun. You're not taking your shoes off, getting grounded. You're not conscious and aware of yourselves. And because us as a generation didn't get it right with one another, you don't know anything but how to be validated by having a man, and the men don't know anything but how to be validated by having a woman's approval. No one has set you down and said validate yourself, approve yourself, go outside, spend some time with you, get out your phone, put it down. We didn't teach these children how to attach to themselves so they don't form negative attachment habits like we have. Teach them about self-validation so they don't seek validation and approval from one another, what the boys think of them and what the girls think of them. Teach them some self-words like self-esteem, self-value, self-worth, self-control, self-care, self-love, self-perseverance, self-motivation. Teach them some things about themselves. When you go to your audience and stop preaching toward the choir, don't go to that audience talking to those little boys about these women and get you a white woman, get you a Hispanic woman, because black women. Let them formulate their opinion of their own about their women. Women, when you go to little girls, don't teach a little girl that all she has of value is her desire and willingness to please a man. We're preaching to the choir whole time. We haven't talked to our children about wealth, health, agriculture, spirituality, education, connections, progress, alternatives to violence, family, being married, not being married. That's also an alternative. We haven't talked to them about problem solving, problem resolution. All our children know to do is plant their face to a computer screen, seek validation from others, and all of this good stuff. We ain't taught them nothing because we keep talking to one another. I have said it before and I say it again. It's time to shake the dust. From that time, we are no longer responsible for the outcome of one another, but we are responsible for the outcome of these children. That's today's message. I hope you all receive it well. Just adults, shake the dust from your feet. You got your back face, the audience. The audience are our children. Tell them something. Tell them how to love themselves. Tell them how to control themselves. Tell them something to help them along this way that we have found ourselves, along this journey that we have found ourselves on, and not doing so well with one another. Give them a new perspective. The Bible says that we have the power of life and death coming out of our tongues. Stop cursing one another. Not cursing at each other, but stop speaking so many curses. These women ain't gonna never be married. These men ain't gonna never have a good woman. In Matthew 10:14, Jesus instructs his disciples to shake the dust from their feet as a symbolic act of judgment against those who reject their message. The significance of Jesus telling his disciples to shake the dust from their feet was that they have done all that they can, and they are no longer responsible for the outcome with those people.